welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Abigail and I am a mum of a little boy called Oscar who is currently 5 months old, and I make videos about motherhood and lifestyle. So if that sounds like something you'd like to stick around for, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the thumbs up if you enjoy the video. So this is just going to be a short video with some tips on how to help your baby to be a better sleeper and help the parents get some more sleep in the process. Tip number one is create a routine for your baby. Now I know people say, you don't need to start a routine until they're a couple of weeks or a couple of months old, but we started as soon as we got Oscar home. So our routine is Mark will bath Oscar around 7 o'clock. He'll bring him into the bedroom and I'll give him his bottle and the room will be nice and dark and quiet and calm. I'll give him his bottle and put him in the bed, and that's it. That's our routine, the first part of our routine. And then tip number two would be to put your baby down awake. So when I put Oscar down in his cot after his milk, he's always awake. And that way then I think I give him his dummy and his blanket and he kind of soothes himself to sleep. So he'll lay in the cot for about 5 to 10 minutes and then he'll gradually just fall off to sleep. Tip number three is then if Oscar does wake up during the night or while he's trying to get to sleep, if he's grizzling and crying, then I go into him and I'll stroke his tummy and stroke his head, give him a little kiss on his cheek, and just quietly talk to him and calm him down instead of picking him up. So that's what we do, is we just go in there and calm him down and talk to him and then come back out to the room, and and then sometimes we'll probably do that like 3 or 4 times and then he'll be to sleep. So that's very rare though. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is play some white noise. So we've got an app on our phone called, I'm not sure what it's called actually, I'll insert a picture of the app logo here and I'll link it down below. Excuse me. So we either use that noise on the hairdryer setting, or we've also got a sheep called Ewan, and you click the buttons. Actually, I'll just go and get it. And it's just got like that little Velcro thing there to hook it onto the cot, and then it's got all little different settings. And it's got like a red light up tummy, which is meant to be the same as what light looks like through your tummy when the baby's in there. So that's one setting, like rain. That's the lullaby one. I use that one when I'm giving him his bottle. Our Mammy's heartbeat, and then like a hoover or a hairdryer noise. So yeah, if you're struggling to get him to sleep, maybe either try this, or if you don't want to go and spend £40 on this straight away, then maybe go and get that app that's free and try that. So that's tip number 4. And then the last thing I think is just be patient and just stick with it. Like at the start when we came home from hospital, I remember thinking and worrying about, this was like one of the main things I was worrying about, apart from feeding him. My next big worry was the sleep part, and it did eventually get there. The first couple of weeks when I was putting him down in the cot after his bottle, he was crying and we just kept doing the same. So like the first time I would go in, talk to him and calm him down, and then until he stopped crying, and then I would come back in the living room. And the next time he would do it, Mark would go in, calm him down, but we would just make sure we weren't picking him up. And I think after about a week of doing that, he manages now, when we put him down in the cot, he sends himself off to sleep. Obviously, on the odd occasion he does stay awake, and especially when he's going through like growth spurts or teething or anything like that, he'll stay awake a little bit longer. But apart from that, that's all we've done really. So I think maybe if you just follow those 4 tips that we've got and just stick at it and know an amazing job anyway, then you should be able to help get your baby off to sleep. So that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.